Hello and welcome to this channel, and if you are the first time here, subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button to see the latest technology videos. In this video we are discussing about design patterns in Java. So first, chain of responsibility pattern. So in chain of responsibility, sender sends a request to a chain of objects, and the request can be handled by any object in the chain. So a chain of responsibility pattern says that just avoid coupling the sender of a request to its receiver by giving multiple objects a chance to handle the request. For example, an ATM uses the chain of responsibility design pattern in money giving process. In other words, we can say that normally each receiver contains reference of another receiver, and if one object cannot handle the request, then it passes the same to the next receiver and so on. So advantage of chain of responsibility pattern: it reduces the coupling, it adds flexibility while assigning the responsibilities to objects, and it allows a set of classes to act as one. Events produced in one class can be sent to other handler classes with the help of composition. Usage of chain of responsibility pattern: it is used when more than one object can handle a request and the handler is unknown, and when the group of objects that can handle the request must be specified in dynamic way. So the next is command pattern. So a command pattern says that encapsulate a request under an object as a command and pass it to invoker object. Invoker object looks for the appropriate object which can handle this command and pass the command to the corresponding object that the object executes the command. And it is also known as action or transaction. So advantage of command pattern is it separates the object that invokes the operation from the object that actually performs the operation, and it makes easy to add new commands because existing classes remain unchanged. So a command pattern says that encapsulate a request under an object as a command and pass it to the invoker object, and the invoker object looks for the appropriate object which can handle this command and pass the command to the corresponding object, and that object executes the command. It is also known as action or transaction. Usage of command pattern: it is used when you need parameterize objects according to an action performed. So when you need parameterize objects according to an action performed, when you need to create and execute requests at different times, and when you need to support rollback, logging or transaction functionality. So UML for command pattern. So the command design pattern. Command: this is an interface for executing an operation. Concrete command: this class extends the command interface and implements the execute method, and this class creates a binding between the action and the receiver. Client: this class creates the concrete command class and associates it with the receiver. Invoker: this class asks the command to carry out the request, and receiver: this class knows to perform the operation. Then abstract factory pattern. So abstract factory pattern says that just define an interface or abstract class for creating families of related or dependent objects, but without specifying their concrete subclasses. That means abstract factory lets a class return a factory of classes. So this is the reason that abstract factory pattern is one level higher than the factory pattern. An abstract factory pattern is also known as KIT. Advantage of abstract factory pattern. Abstract factory pattern isolates the client code from concrete implementation classes, and it eases the exchanging of object families, and it promotes consistency among objects. So usage of abstract factory pattern. When the system needs to be independent of how its objects are created, composed and represented. When the family of related object has to be used together, then this constraint needs to be enforced. When you want to provide a library of objects that does not show implementations and only reveals interfaces, when the system needs to be configured with one of a multiple family of objects. So this was a brief discussion on design pattern in Java. And if you are the first time here, subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button to see the latest technology videos. Thank you for watching this video. Bye for now.